that the subject name is Mobile Application Development. I am Gayatri from Vignan University. So this subject or this course is only for the final year students in this semester 1. So what is the objectives of this course? So this lecture is only for the summary of first unit. First of all, we have to go with the objectives. So what are the different objectives means? This course will help us. How this course will be helpful and how this course will be related to the students in the future. So how it is to be helpful for the students. That's why we have to know about the objectives. It is help to design effective mobile applications by using a Android development environment. So the Android development environment, that means we are using a Android Studio is one of the environment for the developing of applications. How that Android Studio will help us for the students. And next one is, in this course we have to focus on involving of 3 different things. Those are layout, design and Windows. Those are layout and Windows components and multiple screens. So what is this layout, design and Windows component and multiple screens or nothing but. So when you are seeing your mobile screen as like this, your mobile screen is like this. I want to print a message as, I want to print a symbol plus and message hello, and again I want to print a message less symbol. So this is my message, but in which position it is to be displayed? So it is to be displayed at the top, or it is to be displayed at the bottom, or it is to be displayed at the center. So we have to specify the corresponding position. We don't want to print in the same. So I want to print like this. So add the second message. So hello is to be printed. I want to print it as ID. I want to print it as Vignan. So if you are not mentioning anything, what is the corresponding settings? So all the messages are to be presented in a single line manner. All the messages are to be presented in a sequential way. But in that screen, I want to print a message in this particular portion. How we have to mention? So that thing is to be designed by using a layout design. Layout design. So see this layout design. This is our layout. I want to design as username. Simply consider as UN. Username. So after the username, I want to give in some space to the user to enter the name. And next one is password. Again, I want to give you some space so to enter the password. But these two are to be presented in some of the particular position. But in the top, we are giving as registration form. So the heading of this one is to be presented in the top. How these are all to be designed. The layout design is to be learned in this. And next one is Windows component. And Windows component is nothing but different views. For example, button. So after giving of all these things, you are requiring one button, yes or no? So after that, you are requiring 2 buttons. So which thing based on the requirement we have to specify and we have to add. These are to be called as Windows component. Username is one of the text view and this one is the edit text. So these are to be called as views. How these views are to be added to your design. And this one is how these views are to be added in a arrangement. The arrangement is to be goes to the design of the layout and Windows components are to be the views. And multiple screens. So what is this multiple screens? When you are observing any application, the application will not contain a single screen. It will contain more than one screen. So when you are considering your calendar application. When you are considering your calendar application. So the calendar application will contain different months. So when your screen changes, the month will be changed. And then we have to store the date in a date, the event of a particular date. So different screens. So different screens are to be called as different activities. So different multiple screens are to be involved in a application. How these 3 different things are to be designed in the application is to be discussed. This is the main objective. First of all, by using the Android Studio, the student how we have to develop the application. But from that Android Studio, we have to know about the different design layouts, Windows components and multiple screens. The next one is unit 1. So the course of the entire course of this objectives is already completed. So the unit 1 name is getting started with the Android program. So how we have to start the Android program. So in this unit we have to only learn about the Android basic concept. We are not going with the program. We are not developing any application. We have to know about what is the Android and what are the different features. Only about the basic concept of the Android are to be discussed. So the first topic is what is Android. So Android is nothing but it is a mobile platform initially, but later on it is to be a platform. Why? Because the Android is also to be introduced in the Android TVs. So if you are giving a statement like mobile platform, so they are asking it is not a mobile platform. It is also to be introduced for the TVs. So that's why Android is a platform consisting of key applications, middleware and operating system. So these are the three different things. And these are the key applications are nothing but home, contact, phone and browser. And middleware is responsible for the different things. So what are the different things are nothing but we are having a. So what is this applications and framework and libraries? So the application framework, when you are observing, it is having a different manager classes. So activity manager, window manager, content provider, view system. So these application framework, the main use is we have to reduce our code. These manager classes will help us how to write a program. These manager classes will help us to reduce the programming. So that means if you want to contact with us, in your application you are developing by giving a telephone number, giving a phone number or sharing of your phone number or calling any person to one person to another person. You are developing a new application, but in that application you are having a calling, or otherwise just consider like a WhatsApp application. So WhatsApp application you are having a calls or the video calls, etc. So when you are seeing that one, it is the responsibility of telephone manager. And next one is notification manager. So your application is getting a two different types of messages or two messages from your friends, or your application, I want to close your application, or your application will be running on the back side. So different notifications according to your application is to be also to be responsible for your notification manager class. And the next one is libraries. The libraries will help us to support for the different things. So when you are giving OpenGL, it is a library for 3D graphics and STL, scalable graphics layer. So the scalable graphics layer means it is having a graphics, but it is a low level graphics. This OpenGL is a high level, that means it is a 3D graphics or to be stored. And the free type, that means if your font size, so what are the different things are to be maintained by using free type. And SSL is nothing but a secure socket layer. So this one is also to be maintained for the connection, and WebKit for the different web browsers are to be allowed. Whenever you are using an Android mobile, you have to access your different browsers. So these libraries will help us. And the runtime. So in the runtime, 4 libraries are also to be provided. So along with the 4 libraries, it is having a DVM machine, Dalvik virtual machine. So what is the use of this Dalvik virtual machine is, after the completion of your application, you have to compile the program. Okay, that compilation process is to be done by DVM. Already JVM is to be presented, but what about the DVM? So the DVM will give a file format, executable file format needs to be less than compared to the JVM machine. That's why we have to go with the DVM machine. And after that, all this, that means after all these steps, that means we have to preparing a different manager classes, we have to store the information by using a library, Android runtime. So after that, it will generate one file format, executable file format. So in that file format, we are requiring any trigger classes. So I want to enter a number in that application. So which driver is responsible? Keypad driver or displaying of information. So display driver is responsible. So in that file, which drivers are to be helpful? So those type of drivers are to be included. The operating system is nothing but it is a interconnection between the software and hardware component. This is the Android. What is Android? It is a mobile platform consisting of three different things: key applications, middleware, and operating system. And next one is history. The history of Android is contains different things. So different years are to be developed. From the 2003 onwards, the development is to be started and increasing a different features and different things are to be added. So this Android history is only main years are only 3 years. So what are those? 2003, 5 and 7. Why? Because means the year of 2003 the Google is introduced. In the year of 2003 the Android is introduced by the Andy Rubin and by the startup company. But at that situation there is to be a customizable version. So that's reason the people are not interested to use those software. Only some of the people who are having so much of who are having a interest on started, that persons are to be used the Android in the 2003. But later on in the 2005, Google purchased the Android software. Why? Because the Google is purchased it. The Google thinks that the Android will be the future software. In the future, the Android will run in a very fast manner, and the Android is a fast growth in the future. So that's in that mind the Google is thinking. So that's why the Google is purchased the Android. So at the 2005, the Google is purchased the Android, but it released one of the open source Apache platform. So at that platform it releases the Android. But the full version of the code is available in that open Apache platform. But the people are not interested to use this software. The increasing of the people, the usage of the people is not less in that platform also. So that's why the Google launched the OHA platform in the year 2007. The OHA is nothing but a community of the people who are having a developers. So the next concept is Android versions. So when you are observing Android versions, so the Android version starts from angel cake, Battenberg, cupcake, donut, eclair, froyo, gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich, jelly bean, lollipop, Kit Kat, marshmallow, nougat, pie, Oreo, cube. So in this way different versions have to be evolved. So from which year? So Android is introduced in the 2003. So from the 2003 onwards different versions have to be evolved. Different versions have to be introduced. So why these many versions have to be evolved? So you are observing any one version is to be evolved. So for example we are considering donut. Donut is evolved, okay. After that again within a span of 1 year, not less than 1 year, they are introduced the eclair version and again froyo. So in this way 15 to 17 versions have to be evolved within a span of 10 to 15 years. From the 2003 onwards, they are released different versions. So what is the main thing is OHA community. Why? Because it is OHA community. So the OHA is for the people of developers. It is a group of people who are developers of different companies. Sony, Samsung, different mobile companies have to be there in the OHA community. So different people making the different features. So that's why different features are to be implemented. After the implementation of more features, they are released a different versions. So cupcake, donut, and different versions are to be released. So that's why within a span of few years, different versions are to be released. So when you are observing, different features are to be added. So what are the different features? So what are the different features? Fingerprint authentication, face recognition, 3D gaming. So in the previous only snake gaming stage, but later on 3D games, graphics are added to your design, and different applications are to be created, and Bluetooth transfer, and voice sharing, text to speech recognition, and speech to text recognition, and voice layering over the Bluetooth, data transfer, fingerprint authentication, face recognition, and adaptive brightness, adaptive battery, and speed improvements. So in this way, in these, all these features are to be developed in these versions. After the developing of some features, they are introducing they are releasing one of the version. After developing some of the version, they are introducing another version. In this way, all the different versions are to be evolved from the AngelCake to the Vue version. So when you are observing how to remember these names, when you are observing that the remembrance of you of this one, the remembrance of these version names will be easy. Why? Because each and every name will be in a alphabetical order. So all the things are related to your diagrams, the first thing. And then next one is, these are all starts with the letter is in a alphabetical order. When you are observing cupcake, the letter is C. And after the next version will be released with the alphabetical order. After this, what is the letter? D. So next one is eggplant and egg pro. So in the alphabetical order, they are released all these versions. So present version they are released is Vue version. So after that, maybe the new released version is we start with a letter as S, I think. So in this way, the Android versions are to be evolved from within a span of 10 years. They are released a different version by them. And next one is features of Android. So what are the different features of Android? When you are seeing. So why we need to learn this concept? Different OSs, mobile OSs are available. Yes or no? Symbian OS, iOS, Windows. Okay? Different OSs are available for the mobile. So from those different mobiles, the user why we need to change to Android. So in nowadays, in the 2020, most of the mobile phones are having a Android OS. Samsung company is also using a Android OS. Sony is also using Android. OnePlus is also using a Android. So different mobile companies, most of the mobile companies are using a Android. Why? Because it is having a different features than compared to the other OSs. So what are the different OSs are? Like different features. So these are the different features are having open source. That means it is freely available to the customers. So there is no cost to. So from the website, Android website, we have to go and download the Android Studio. So from that Android Studio, you have to create the applications. It is a free of cost. That's why the people are more interested to use this software. And the application framework. The application framework is nothing but it is having a different manager classes to support our user. So we have to reduce the code. It is also contains. It will provide the structure. From that structure, we have to reduce the code. And next one is the storage. So what is the storage? When we want to store our information, what are the different things are possible? And the connectivity, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So hotspot, different connectivities are also to be possible in this Android. And the next feature is messaging. So both SMS and MMS messages are to be sent by using the messaging feature. And the next one is web browser. So when you are seeing this web browser, the web browser main concept is we have to access the internet from the mobile. But from that internet, we are having only one application to access the internet at the earlier, that is a browser. But after the introduction of Android versions, they are changed a different web browsers, UC browser, Google Chrome browser. They are developed the different browsers to support the accessing of internet facility. And the next one is DVM. So DVM is nothing but a Dalvik virtual machine. It is used for reducing of your file format. Your application file format is to be reduced by using it. Application file size is to be reduced by using a DVM machine. And Eclipse IDE is nothing but it provides a directory structure for the different files. So your application is having a related to images or graphics. Your application contains. So your application contains XML files. That means user interface design, Java files, XML, Java, and so different file formats are to be presented. So how these different file formats are to be maintained in a massive directory. So that one is to be possible in the Eclipse IDE is to be provided. And the next one is external So your application will also be stored in a memory card only. So next one is multitasking. So multitasking means we have to perform the different tasks at a time. So that is also possible by using a features. And next one is voice based feature. So from the voice it will recognize your message and convert it into a text format. And next one is OpenGL. So this is for the graphics. If your application is having any graphics related information, that graphics is also to be responsible by using this OpenGL library. So these are the different features are to be completed. The next concept is architecture of Android. So the architecture of Android is already seen that application framework and libraries, Android runtime and Linux kernel. So when you are observing developing of Android applications, different applications we have to develop like WhatsApp, Facebook, contacts, phones. So these are the default applications. So to develop all these applications, we have to write a program. So these two layers are to be in a blue color. Why? Because these two things are to be developed in a Java language. And the next one is, this one is to be a C or C++. So this is the driver classes. This is the driver classes are to be presented. So this application framework will reduce the code, will reduce our code. Why? Because it is having a different manager classes. So in these different manager classes, the already code is implemented. We have to use that manager classes and libraries. So these libraries will help us to support different formats of data. So SQL is for data to be stored in the form of a relational database. And WebKit, different web browsers, and LIDC, and read type. So different libraries are to be helpful, and BVM machine. And Linux kernel is for after completion of your executable file. So it will generate a .dx file format. So in this .dx file format, which requires different driver classes. So based on the different driver classes, this Linux kernel will provide those drivers from the Android architecture. So the next concept is Android devices in the market and Android market. So what are the different Android devices available in the market? Are nothing but smartphones, tabs, e-reader devices, smartwatches, internet TVs, MP4 players. So these are the different devices are available in the market. So when you are seeing in the earlier, only smartphones are to be available. But now that we are having e-reader devices and smartwatches, different things are to be there. But smartwatches, internet TVs. So from the internet TVs also we have to access the net facility. So these are the different devices. And Android market. So in the Android market is nothing but it is only for the creation of your third-party applications. So the third-party applications are to be either paid or unpaid. So in the some of the countries are having a right like we have to selling of application and we don't want to have a buying of applications. So some of the countries are having a restrictions like that in the Android device market. But it is introduced in the year 2008, but it is to be available in the October 2008. And the last concept in this unit is Android developer community. So Android developer community, we are only discussing about the different communities will support how we have to develop the application. Stack Overflow Google Android community. Stack Overflow community. It is a question and answer community. So in that we have to post any question, we have to getting a solution. So which is having a high rated one. And Google Android training is nothing but it will provide a classes for the people from the starting how to launch your application. So from the basic things onwards it will create a classes. And Android Discuss is not having a group of people will help us to solve the problem. Thank you all. This unit 1 will be completed.